hadn't expected such remarkable unity, and I think it's a real positive for Singapore. In fact, walking around today, several hawker centres, although people were congratulating me, I was actually congratulating them for just that sense of unity that Singaporeans want. It would otherwise not have been possible for me to have had that margin. And I do believe very strongly that it is an expression of hope, an expression of the desire for an optimistic future, and an expression of wanting to work together, including in new ways, in society, with government, civil society, just wanting to work together in new ways to develop a culture of respect, to help Singapore stand tall in the world, even as a small country, and of course to make sure that we have sound financial governance. I'm looking forward to meeting President Halimah in the first instance and getting advice from her. She has served Singapore remarkably well. I admire her equanimity, her poise, and the dignity with which she's held the presidency. And one of the first things I want to do is to sit down with her and get her thoughts and advice, coming from the last 6 years. Singapore society is changing, Singapore politics is changing, and I think the relationship between the President and the Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister, should be a constructive one. And I believe we can make that work.
And what's your relationship with Lawrence Wong right now?
It's a relationship of trust. It'll be a different relationship from before because we are no longer cabinet colleagues. But it'll be a relationship of trust and mutual respect. As you know, I have a high regard for him. And I believe that we will have a very constructive relationship. And you have to remember, as I've said before as well, that when it comes to the international role of the government, the President has to work together with government. The President is not a solo operator. The President represents Singapore, and it's critical that the President and the government have good relations and are working on as one.